This is Naked H Crusader here with the Naked Pro Scrims tonight. Obviously, I'm part of Naked eSports. If you guys don't know yet, that is a pro clan in PUBG Mobile, and we're hosting these scrimmages tonight, Monday, always every week at 8 p.m. So we're about to begin. We're just getting the room open, as you can see. So let me give you guys a little taste of the teams that will be participating. Here's your team list. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this match. I have a funny feeling that it's going to be Naked eSports. Crazy. I know. Crazy. Anyone else think that? Yeah, just me. Okay. Well, Naked eSports, I believe, is going to win it all. Who do I have? Who's my second choice? I always have a second choice figuring out who will win the Naked Pro Scrims. And tonight, my vote is on War. WAR, we are Renegades. I'm having them win it all tonight. I have a pretty poor track record, I must say, with these scrimmages, and I'm hoping that War will turn it around for me, or Naked eSports will turn it around for me. So let's go, baby. I'm having Naked eSports and War winning it all. Let me know who you guys having to win it all. There is a bit of delay here for the scrimmages. It is a minute 30 or minute 40 seconds, and then additional lag or delay if there's a disconnection issue, which I hope there never is, but sometimes here and there it can happen. So if I'm not responding quick enough to you on Omelet or something like that, it's because there's a delay. And I'm always trying to look at the chat at the same time. Ooh, let me turn that part off because it's going to be... There we go. Because we don't want double me, because that's just way too much me. I'm gonna tell you right there. One of me is enough. Two of me is just crazy. So we got let's see how many people are joining in the room yet so far. We got 45. Thank you guys for jumping in real quick. We want to get this started as soon as possible. It is gonna start exactly at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do not fool around here. We get it right on time. Nothing is to chance. If you can't make it, maybe you think like, oh, I'm going to be 1 minute after because, you know, sometimes these scrimmages can start late. Nah, not here. We're not starting late. We're starting right on time. It will be in exactly 9 minutes. So make sure you get your teams in on time. We got almost 50 in there. I'm expecting something between 80 and 90 players. Also, yes, another thing I want to mention before we get started. If there's any teams that are already registered that cannot make it, obviously let us know. We can get other teams to participate. We've just talked to some other teams. They're ready to go. So if you guys know that you can't make it, let me know as soon as possible. It's okay. Just gotta let me know though. Because we are going to be enforcing eventually. I haven't started this yet, but for next scrimmage, because rules are submitted early. If you guys aren't if you guys registered and confirmed, and then on the day of the event, you guys aren't playing and you didn't let us know that you weren't playing, then there will be a penalty of some sort. I believe it'll be 1 week of being put on the wait list, and then you guys will have to hope for a chance to play. That being said, I hope all of you guys can make it here, and if you can't, just let me know. Easy peasy. Because we've seen a few times where we usually have 23 teams playing. So if we have like 2 or 3 not in there, there's 2 or 3 that could really have played and they really wanted to. So we want to fix that disconnect between teams that can't play and teams that can. So it looks like Naked's getting in there. We have Naked Nubs and Prodigy. Those are 2 really good players, part of our comp team. Cannot say enough about those 2. Prodigy's part of our staff. He's helping us get sponsorships, which is pretty amazing. And we are going to be embarking on something pretty good. Not this week, but next week. We're going to be starting scrimmages, duo scrimmages, sponsored by Omelet. And it's gonna be pretty tight, I think. I think duos is kind of an interesting scrimmage type to go into. I think it's more personalized. It does make it a little bit quicker, and it's easier to do the teamwork, I believe, in duos than squads. But there is something to say about the personality you get out of just a duo team and the type of relationship you'll need to have with just one other person rather than three. Obviously with a squad you have 4 players, but I think this is going to be a pretty nice thing. So those will be on Thursday at 10:30 p.m. So we'll have the registration, we'll have all the notifications in our Discord page, Naked Esports, and you guys will all get that. The other thing is, if you guys are new to Naked Esports, we do have a Discord page that I just mentioned. You guys should join it, get to know the community. There's much more than just Naked in there. It's a ton of other teams that love to talk about, obviously, PUBG Mobile and other things as well, mostly in the gaming area. So if you guys want to do that and join in, my Discord page is in the profile on Omelette, and it's in the profile on Twitch as well. So head in there. If you guys want to know more about esports, if you want to know more about PUBG Mobile's competitive side, I would definitely suggest either 1, getting into Discord in general, and 2, to come in our Discord server specifically. We have a Twitter page too. It's Naked Esports, easy pie. And then you can find all the things, all of our content in there as well. We're starting an Instagram page. It should be fun to see some of the things we put into there. And obviously, we're streaming on, right now, Omelette, Twitch, and YouTube. YouTube will have a recording of it afterwards. So all the teams that are playing that can't obviously watch and play at the same time, you guys can rewatch it on YouTube and see how you guys did there. If you guys are watching, and so this is not a participation thing, right? So I mean, you can participate, but you have to register the days beforehand. And we'll start registration for this starting right after these scrimmages for next week. So next week, Monday at 8 p.m., we're going to be doing this again. And in order to register for that, you'll have to go into our Discord and do it there. But registration is not open yet for next week. It will be open right after the scrimmages tonight. So everyone has an equal chance of getting in. 67 now in the room. We got 4 minutes left. Make sure you get in there, guys. It's cutting it a little close. Right now I see 5 team slots left open. So make sure you can get your teams in as soon as possible. We see Ruthless Killers. Naked's full team is in. You got Vital Team 1 there on Team 3. Let's see, what else? Oh, I hit one. Vital Finn. So this is the second Vital team with Finn, I believe, unless he is part of Team 1. Let's see, let's go back. And they're on Team 10. Yep, that is the second team. All teams, if you make sure you get into the right slot, it's very important that you do, so no team feels like they have to be separated because the slots are wrong. There is designated slots, so obviously get your players into the right position. You got US Snowback, which is Unknown Soldiers. Space Unplug, Trey Way. I think Trey is now the team lead. There's a whole discussion there on general chat between Space and Trey. I don't know who is the team lead. I believe Trey is, but Space, I believe, registered. We have the same thing kind of in Naked. We have a tribunal of 4, so we have technically 4 team leaders. We all make equal decisions and try to figure out what's best for Naked, and it's been working out pretty well, so we're happy with you guys definitely joining in and participating either in these scrimmages, either participating as competitive players on our squad, or just fans of Naked. Love it. Can't do this without you guys. Definitely makes it a lot more fun when more people are watching or more people are getting together. And we'd love to do stuff like this. We got 2 minutes now. 7:58 according to me. Probably a little bit later for you guys. Or yeah, a little bit later for you guys. Yeah. And 74 people in. As I said, I think there's going to be 80 to 90. So I believe that's the mark. But we'll see. We have FMJ. TG. It's Top Gun Alpha, I believe. Is it Alpha or Omega? Someone might let me know. What do we got here? Char and Black Joan. That's Black Joan. Thank you for joining in. Finn, what's up? Thank you for joining in as well. everybody else here on Omelette and on Twitch. Thank you guys for joining in and watching. Hey, IWPT, we on the wait list. Yeah. Again, as I was saying before, there are teams on the wait list. I was trying to get that message out there to as many of the team leaders as possible. If you cannot make it to this scrimmage, let us know, because otherwise we're going to have to give it up to other teams. There's IWPT, and there's also another team that actually messaged me as well, saying if we had the spot left over. I think IWPT is second in line to participate. I could be wrong about that. If any teams drop out. That being said, I haven't gotten any more messages, and we have 1 minute, so I don't think it's going to happen then. I don't think IWPT is going to make it. I know you guys are on the wait list. I just got another message from you guys. Is it playing? Can you please send me the room? Yes. All right. So Havoc. So sometimes I'm going to be on my phone. Sometimes I'll be on my iPad. If it doesn't seem like I'm paying attention, it's because I'm trying to get everything as clean as possible. I know we have a lot of people in the back on Naked Esports working in the back side of everything, trying to get everything straightened out, and I like to do the same thing. So just because I'm streaming and it just looks like maybe I'm doing nothing, I am certainly doing or trying to do as much as possible to make sure this runs smooth. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. Hello. Thank you, Finn. I hope everyone's having a great night, and it looks like we're getting started as well. So we are about to begin. Get back opened here. Everything runs smooth. Sometimes I completely forget about team list and all that, so I love it when everything runs beautifully. TG, Tall, I know you guys are part of TG. Would they get the chicken dinner? I don't know. I don't have them winning it all this time. I have War. We are Renegades winning in this one. We'll see who does. So obviously, first map is Miramar. Second map is Erangel. Third map is Sandhawk. I don't know if they changed it, but if you guys aren't aware, last time we tried this, Vikindi was left off of custom rims in general. So not just ours. It's just, I think, across the game, you cannot do custom rim in Vikindi at first person. We saw that you were able to do it in third person. Let us know if that's changed, or maybe we just had a glitch or something and we couldn't do it last time. But yeah, it's just a weird thing that we saw and paid attention to. All right, so we got a pretty diagonal line here going from north to south, east to west. There's a lot of towns open, but it's going to be very difficult to get to the southern east side of the map. You might see some cars going to Los Leones. Thank you for the follow. But I do not believe it's going to be very packed over there. One, I believe people don't really know the car situation here compared to Erangel. I think that is one thing a lot of teams need to do their homework on. And this is a great place to do that, I guess. And even in regular rims, it might be a good thing to do. But that is something I've noticed, is that there's not as many car usages in this map until the middle of the match. Right in the beginning, I don't see a lot of people using cars, and that's just what I see. As you can hear, you don't hear in-game. I know it. But right when that parachute opens, the sound will come on. It's just a PUBG thing. I don't know why. It's PUBG physics. It's PUBG servers. I don't understand it. And it works though in general, as you can just hear. The parachute just opened. We got Team 23. They went straight down and next to Team 12. And we have this weird angle here, but we got it now. As the surrounding areas kind of load in, we'll get a better sense of how everything's going. So let's zoom out, more worldly angle. So you got FBI here with Profile, or ooh, got hit already a few times. But Pro Junior just got hit a bit by SVH. That is Savage Hearts. Savage Hearts was a team that was on the wait list that was able to play. So let's see if they can take advantage of their situation and go for number one. So right now, a lot of teams here quickly got weaponry in some fashion and are ready to battle. I would think in no way is anyone fully looted. As you can see, he's wearing a level 1 helmet. Perfect for the football uniform, I would say, matches. But I think he'll want something better than that eventually. But they do have to be careful with other teams around that they don't loot into issues by jumping into a building that shouldn't be. We got Psycho there on Team 12. Again, these teams are really close together. And I saw FBI shooting against somebody down here. Maybe it was a player from 23 and maybe got someone in long distance. But there you have Blue Ice. I think he's going to need to heal himself up. You got Fishy from Savage Hearts. Looks like he's looting up. He's got what appears to be an SKS. And it's going to be very difficult for the short range, but they are pretty far enough to use a sniper. Not a bad weapon to have in hand. It does have a red dot on it, so that kind of changes the perspective of it. But maybe it'll work out for them. I'm also going to take a look at some other teams around. We don't want to miss much. So any teams that are on top of each other like this. Team 4, Ruthless Killers. They still have all their players left. And it looks like he's going to their... Maybe they're backing away because I believe there's a team behind them now. And it looks like they're going to take a car and get out. So we're going to move on as well. We don't want to miss anything. And that being said, we see Team 17 here. This is the Wild Horse, or Wild Horses, facing against Again Vital. It looks like Disconnect got disconnected. Not technically, but just got knocked there. And... looks like they're really pushing on Team 3 here. So they did get another one on Wild Horses. 2 of them are downed. And it looks like he's trying to finish off ABTX. That being said, there are other Wild Horses teammates in the back. Going for the heal there, and maybe he's going to go for the other one. Nova did not make a push here. And that might be their downfall. Maybe making a push would have been a great situation for them. Maybe not. Now it's 2v3 though. They still have the disadvantage here, but they did manage to get one knocked or knocked 2 in Thirst 1. So they're looking good as far as what they've done already. So they definitely see Lala on the top. Looks like you have, what's his name, Mir VF. Trying to shoot from the right, but Ahai is on there and looking. Trying to also peek around and does get him back. Disconnect, maybe going for a push, wants revenge as he was knocked earlier. And is knocked again. So while Lala is hanging on by a thread here, he's going to need to hang in there a little bit longer in order to finish off Wild Horses. There is only one left standing. So if Lala can take that one out, that would be huge. It looks like, it appears to be Wild Horses is healing up another one of their players, and it looks like he did get, or is getting healed up, or revived. So this slow movement from Lala is not working out right now. Looks like Disconnect got back up. Not using, or almost got knocked again because of very little health. Now it looks like Lala's trying to hold back everybody. While Lala has an M16, not the greatest weapon you want to have in hand, especially in close quarters. Let's see if they can do something about it. It has been working for him so far. Lala has gotten, I think, 3 knocks in this situation, or in this one instance, but I do not believe Lala has the advantage. Looking out from top, wrong time to jump out that window, and MN takes him out. So that's it for Nova there, with Lala in hand. Team 14. We got a SOA, that's Sons of Anarchy. Fairly close to Team 10, who's in the distance. And let's see who that team is. It's so weird when everything renders in. Team 10 is Vital. Team 2. Now you have Finn as their leader. Jay on the roof there. And it looks like the rest of Vital is kind of spread out among the different areas of this huge town, or I should call it a city more like. And let's see if that works out for them. Let's go Naked. I love it. I love the cheers for Naked. I hope they do well. We'll go over to them and see how they're doing in a moment. But it seems like this one's more of a standoff. Town is just so big that so many teams can fit that even though they're close, kind of changes things. So we're going to take a quick look at Naked and see how they're doing. They got a car. Looks like they got all their members still. One's in a buggy, and I think the other ones have a vehicle as well. Looks like they're still looting up. Got the scar in hand for Prodigy. Not too shabby. And let's see the rest of their teammates here. You got Shane in the buggy. Nubs got the scar as well. And Accurate with an M16. Again, I don't really like the M16 as much as I used to. Like in the first and second season, that gun was great. But after a while, it just did not have the type of accuracy and power it used to. We're going to take a look at Team 9. You got FMJ. Let's see who they got. Zebra, Legend, Lit, and Hype. They still got all 4 of their members. They have 0 kills, so it seems like they haven't bumped into any teams yet. Or at least haven't really engaged with them yet. Take a look at Team 21. As that blue zone's coming in, they're going to have to come in as well. The first blue zone's not going to hurt too much. As you can see, his health is barely going down, if at all. And this is Lethal Gamers. It looks like Fade is rocking with them as well. You got Thanatos, Rain, and Amir. We've seen them participate in this plenty of times. They've done really well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the top, even with 3 players. They are a really good team. That's the other Lethal Gamers team. I forgot which is which. I think Sure Shot is fire and one's ice. I know that, but I don't know which is which. This is the other Lethal Gamers team. It looks like they are short as well. This is not looking good for them. Luckily, they've been hanging on, and it seems like they haven't really engaged with another team as well. But that can change any moment as the circle gets closer and closer to a particular spot. And that particular spot seems to be Los Leones, which I was saying was going to be very difficult to get to. Looks like one team has made it. They got all this loot for themselves. It is unknown soldiers. So this is going to be a big advantage for Team 6 here to get all the loot they want and find a way to win it all because loot helps, obviously. Getting a really good weapon helps, obviously. And if you can't find your weapon in this town all by yourself, you're not going to find it at all. This is the place to get your weaponry. Obviously, it's a hot drop in most cases, but because the plane ride was away from Los Leones, it is not a hot drop. There's only one team that has ever stopped here yet, this scrim, and it's Team 6, Unknown Soldiers. Let's take a look at Team 23. Looks like Savage Hearts is taking the car, and it looks like Team 12 is next to them. Yes, don't mind the weirdness of it right now. It's loading in, and there we go. It's really crazy. I don't know how to fix that, but that was nuts. Anyway, I love that car. It's a quick, fast car, pretty mobile. And you got FBI here on the other end. So it looks like Team 23 is stopping to engage, and Team FBI is pushing forward, maybe also wanting to engage unless they just might not know that they stopped. That's another possibility. And now they do. Looks like Flick is getting hit hard, almost knocked. One more hit would have done it. And it looks like he'll get healing off on himself. He doesn't need to get revived. It's just huge. One on Savage Hearts was knocked, and so is FBI, so it looks like they just traded right there. Psycho's the only one left up on the left side. They do have another member on the right, but he needs to do the revival here before Nyquil on the left might do something about it. Will Nyquil make a nice move around to get a really huge flank position? This is huge flank position. It would be working out really well. You can't hear the footsteps from this distance. And let's see, that's why I'm backing up so much here. And it does look like another one from FBI got knocked. And it looks like Nyquil worked that positioning perfectly. And it looks like just finishing him off, Blue Ice. Wow, great job from Savage Hearts. That was well executed. maneuvering, especially from NyQuil and Blue Ice, and they're going to continue on. We're going to take a look at some of these vehicled guys coming in, because they're kind of going toward other players who are already in the next circle. As you can see, Team 22 is in the distance in front of them, and this is Vital Team 2 moving in. It looks like they're stopping right on the edge of the circle. They want to see around them on this hilltop. They might be able to see Team 22 in the distance if they have a good enough scope, and he looks like he does. They're right on that left. It looks like they see he sees the car moving, but it's probably going to be out of view for any good shots, or at least effective shots. He has an M4 in hand. Any hits would be like, I want to say less than 10% of damage, and that's being generous. So shots from that distance are going to be tough with an automatic weapon like that. Here you have Team 14, SOA. We've seen them before, Sons of Anarchy. Looks like they're getting close to Team 1. They're getting in a car now. We're going to take a more aerial view so we don't get a little... Oh, what happened there? I got switched off of it. Okay. So here we go, Team 14. Back to it. Looking at Team Naked, apparently, in front of them. Not sure if they know they're there, but they're being very cautious about it, so maybe they do. So Naked's just on the other end. You have Shane, Accurate, Prodigy, and I believe that's Nubs. Yep, Nubcake's on the warehouse. It looks like they've just been looting up. I don't think they've engaged. SOA have engaged with other players, and they're now trying to figure out what to do here. The next circle is away from both of them, but not too far away. That circle is going to be coming in very slow from this angle, because the closer the blue zone is to the new circle, the slower it will move into it. So they can literally, at this space, I think they can crawl into the next circle by the time that blue zone comes in. So SOA is being very cautious. You know, I don't know if they're good with their loot, but they're certainly picking the same house together, which is a good idea for teams. But they are moving a bit slow, so I don't know if they're going to get all the loot they need. We're going to move on because we don't want to stay in one spot too long, right? So Team 24, we haven't seen this team yet. It looks like they're not engaging quite yet, but they are looking around, seeing if any opportunities arise. Looks like Vital's there on the top. Thank you for the follow. This is Vital Team 2 on top. Team 10 is Team 2. And they are looking on the top. They definitely know they're there. They got a few hits on them, but at this distance, it'll be lucky to knock one, if at all. And you're definitely not going to get the thirst from this angle unless you just stay out in the open while you're knocked. So we're going to also move on from this one and take a look at Team 18. I don't know if we've seen them. They're on the other side that we haven't been paying attention to. This is Team ATTP. And it looks like we're looking from the angle of Umami. I haven't seen Umami perform before, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Umami has played in the Naked Pro Scrims, but maybe you have, and we'll see how you do. Getting in the car. You guys are pretty much alone here on the whole east side, so certainly nothing to worry about. We're also going to take a quick look at TG. Oh, that's not TG. TG, go back over. Let's focus in on the airdrop, I guess, and that will help. So it looks like Lethal Gamers just took out a team, I believe. Let's see how many kills they have. They have 4 kills, so it looks like they did a squad wipe. As I was saying, Thanatos, Rain, and Amir, they're a really good team, even though they are only a group of 3. And this just shown here because they got 4 kills now under the belt. I'm going to take a quick look back over at Team 14 and 1. Looks like they do see Naked there. Weiss is trying to get a knock on Shane, and Shane has taken a huge amount of damage. Looks like Shane has backed up behind some sort of cover in order to heal up. But other than that, Naked's put in a bit of a pickle. It could be worse. I mean, Naked has the circle still. They'll have a lot of time in order to figure out what to do next after this circle closes. But they are engaging with another team that is closer to the center circle, and that helps them out. So Weiss got knocked, and it looks like Weiss is trying to get teammates to come recover, but they did get side-striked. Ooh, SOA making a nice push here by himself. Does get a knock, but will get thirsted. Well, at least teammates will have a hard time trying to get up here. It does look like one is coming up, shooting down, or shooting up, I should say. And they are a bit spread. There's not a lot of cover here for SOA. A little bit more cover for Naked. It looks like they do want to thirst that one in order to get the points for sure. One is knocked in the smoke for Naked, and just got revived. Shane behind the garbage can? I can't, dump truck? I don't know, something. And we have Accurate there behind the rock. So it looks like Team Naked's looking great. They got all 4 of their players still. SOA made a push in order to save their player, but once that was not going to happen, where they realized that it was not going to happen, SOA backed out. It's a very good move because they do not have the positioning against Naked. Accurate gets knocked as well. Prodigy's right there. Probably will get the revive on Accurate. It's a bit far for SOA to finish. Although if Prodigy gets knocked here too, that would be a problem. It looks like Prodigy just got out of the way. Reaper did get a few hits on him, but it looks like Naked will continue on without too many knocks. Now Shane had a few hits on Weiss right there. Not enough for a finish. Shane is knocked down. Reaper got a few hits as well, but probably will get a little bit of healing done. He's not using. There he goes. He got 75% heal, so he had a first aid to use. We might see a little bit of a push here by SOA. They want revenge for their teammates. We'll see if that works out. Naked's on healing duty, so that means they have all this time to come up to even the score. Naked needs to figure out a plan of action. Will they come back and push again, or are they going to play more defensively and wait for SOA to come to them? And it looks like that's what they're doing. Does look like Nubs is behind. They know he's behind there. He's peeking every now and then. Shane missing his shots on Weiss. That's not going to help out. Few hits on Shane. Does get a knock there on the right. And they get a knock on another SOA member. One more left is Reaper. Prodigy may be able to see Reaper's head. Accurate finishes it off. And that will do it for SOA. Naked coming away with all 4 kills and none killed on them on their own team. Great job, Naked. Way to hold back just a bit. Enough to get the kills on them for a squad wipe. We got Team A again. That's ATTP. It looks like they're facing off against Team 4. And Team 4 is Ruthless Killers. Lady Ruthless Killers, I should say. Obviously, if you haven't heard of Ruthless Killers, they're one of the biggest teams out there in PUBG. We'll see how well they do against ATTP. They are also a well-known PUBG mobile team as well. So, Bubble T gets knocked. Now, Bossy might have to go for the heal. It looks like ATTP isn't making moves across the street. Obviously, pushing across the street would be dangerous, and anything with just a knock is not something they're willing to risk to push and try to finish off the team, especially when you have 2 Ruthless Killers in the 4-story building, able to look down on you and shoot down on you. Rooster might be trying to do a little flank around, possibly getting an angle on some player here, but he is on the lower end. Umami gets knocked, and it looks like Maclet will have to go down and help out the player. While they are fairly close and they know each other are there, as I was saying before, in between this road provides no cover for a quick push. If they get 2 knocks, I believe either team would try to make a push in that situation, but 1 knock is not quite enough because you have then a few teammates who will be able to cover as you try to cross the road. So Umami gets picked up and heals to 75% with a first aid. And it looks like he's got some bandit boosters as well because he's healing up gradually. We're going to move on because even though they're this close, we can't miss some of the other things that are going on around the map. We're going to take a look at Team 23. They're right on top. This is Savage Hearts. They're shooting the car. And it looks like they got a few hits on Lethal Gamers. The 3-man team. Looks like they have 1 player left, and that will do it. So having 3 did not help out. And it looks like Young God with NyQuil and the rest of the team are able to finish them off. So now Team 23 is great. They are in the middle of the next circle. They got the high spot on this hill. And it looks like a lot of teams here on the back, looking at war, need to get into the next circle. 0. Halfway health, using his crawl technique in the blue zone. Looks like Reaper's knocked and thirsted. They're facing off against Vital Team 2. And war is in between the blue zones. Finn is knocked. Purge is going for the revive. That grenade should have done some damage, but it didn't. And it looks like craziness has just amounted, but to no damage for any of the players here on Team Vital. Now Bravo trying to get an angle around the crate here. Does shoot around to hit Finn, but misses. He's right there in the corner. He's just dodging and weaving Finn, but then Finn has to be knocked eventually. Purge right behind him, finishing it off. So while Purge lost a lot of his players, it looks like, wait, no. Purge is still in trouble here. Purge is a part of Vital here in this situation. And looks like he has mags there still. But another team just kind of rolled in third party. It's Fappy's team, Rebels. So we'll see how that they do here. Looks like he's trying to get in.
Oh my gosh! Yo, I got that in recording, Maclet.
And it looks like they're pretty happy with what they got there. And that will do it. He's going to go for all the loot and move on. So great job for Rebel there. Unknown Soldiers. Looks like they're running in.
Yeah,
the circle is coming in.
AKM.
On Snow back there coming in front. There's a team leader of Unknown Soldiers.
Yeah, this is not an AKM map.
I would have to agree. You got Team 1. Let's see if they have lost any players. No, they still have. No, Nubcakes got knocked and thirsted out of the car, it seems. They are in the next circle, so that might work out for them. That being said, they're going to have to figure this one out. Team 6 and ooh, wait a minute. This has been the grudge match for the longest time. Team 22 here against Team 10. They're still at it. They're still going at it.
We should have grouped up and not split up.
But they're in the blue zone, and this is going to hurt a lot. They do get finished off. I think I heard a grenade. I wasn't sure if that was a blue zone or the grenade finishing them off, but it looks like Purge, and that'll do it. Like, no one survived over here. Both teams have been knocked out. So while it was courageous on both teams to stay and fight,
the PUBG gods.
They got to watch out for their environment. Alright, you got Team 6. Obviously, Unknown Soldiers. They're running it in. Looks like they have a vehicle in case they need it. And they're heading a little bit close to Team Naked. Let's just take a look around. Team 9 has been standing in the same position for most of the time. If anyone knows who that voice is, just let him know that he's on all chat. I'd appreciate it if he gets off of it. That being said, FMJ, Team 9 has been on this hill for the most time here. And it looks like they're trying to see Lethal Gamers in the distance. They only have 2 players. FMJ has 4, but Lethal Gamers have 2. And if they get a sight on Lethal Gamers, that would be really good advantage for FMJ. I'm going to take a look at Team 17. They got an eye on Lethal Gamers. They're going to take some shots. They got some quick shots with the mini here by They do get a knock on one. They're trying to get major angle here, and it does look like they will finish him off. They're still shooting at him, still surviving. Sure shot. Somehow living through all of this. How is he surviving? And that will do it. So, wow. Just taking the hits, it seems. Maybe just using that hilltop for their advantage. But it looks like Ahihi got hit. It looks like the Wild Horses have a flank from some team.
Bubble Tea isn't that good. She's mad at me because I wiped her entire
team 18 here,
like the entire squad that was there,
they have eyes on a lot of teams, but they also need to come into the circle. The blue zone is now coming in. Taking a look at Team Naked here. It looks like they got Team 6, 1 knocked. Accurate's helmet could use a little work, but their shots are hitting.
What's the best gun to use on this map?
And they just finished off the team that was on top of this hill. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
that Savage Hearts is right here as well.
yeah.
Looks like they got third party on both sides, and that's why that team was gone. But Savage Hearts has the top of the hill. Both teams need to make it to the new circle, but that will be in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
GG.
So blue ice.
We got 5, so.
Looks like Team 1 still on the right. Team Naked might have seen them now. On top of the hill, they both see each other. Looks like Naked got a knock on Young God. Now both teams still obviously have to make it to the new circle. Shane does win that battle, but I don't know if they're going to win the war. Could be interesting to see how they play it. Shane is making a push. They need to finish off this team to move on. They don't want them on their backs as they come in. Looks like taking some shots, but did get knocked. Accurate, hopefully, coming out. Also getting hit and knocked, and that will do it for Naked. Naked is out of here, so that will move to them to 4th place. 3 teams left. Take a look at Team 17 as they're running into the new circle as well. Team 9 still hasn't needed to move. Meanwhile, his teammates are getting hit hard and knocked from both angles. Not just from Team 9, but from Team 23 on top of the hill. He's trying to get the smokes out, trying to get everything coming out so he can do the healing process. This angle might be good. He has the hill here, and it does seem to be working. The blue zone's going to take one, or well, it looks like one of their players got thirsted, so that just leaves 2 disconnect. And Nahehi. Let me know how I pronounce that. I appreciate that. It looks like NyQuil now, the third party has happened. Savage Hearts got 1 knocked, while FMJ is causing issues for the team. Now it's complete triangle. Looks like Team 17, all teams are looking at each other, all different teams. No one's paying attention to just one. Looks like 1 got knocked here, so the Wild Horses will need to go on revival duty. FMJ has a few players. One of them knocked, so they can spread their resources around, go for the revival, and go for some shots as well. Looks like the one with the most advantage here is Team 23. They have the hilltop, and they got the next circle on the edge. And Team 9 also sort of has the circle, but they got to work upward, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to do that. Team 17 is the one that's all the way outside the circle, farthest away. 2 people not working for the numbers and not working from the location spot either. So now you obviously going to need to throw these smokes. Smokes are good for cover, and you need that in order to get into the next circle. There is a huge gap here that Savage Hearts can take advantage as FMJ makes their way in. As you can see, they're preventing Hype from getting in, and they're hitting Lit. Lit has to back up, and it looks like one of their players got knocked. 2 of them knocked. So that this is looking great for Savage Hearts. See a look from Young God's perspective. So they're paying attention to both sides. They're looking at Team 17 on the right and Team 9 in front. They see the smokes. They're just looking into them, making sure that they're covering both sides. They're not in the new zone either. They're waiting the last second to do so. They don't want to jump into the middle and get hit by both teams. So it looks like he has the AUG, maybe a 6x scope on it. That would be a good thing to use. And they're shooting down on FMJ. The blue zone, though, with shots against Young Gun, makes him knock. It looks like the Wild Horses need to move in as well. Looks like Savage Hearts. Wild Horses here on the right. It looks like he is getting knocked, and that will do it for Wild Horses. Just leaving 2 teams now. FMJ with Savage Hearts. We got 1 knocked with 1 that's badly hurt on FMJ. And it looks like Hype trying to do it all by himself. That will not happen. So great job there from Savage Hearts. Yeah, NyQuil was 6, and look at this. Blue Ice, 9 kills in total. I'd say most teams don't have 9 kills in general. So they got 16 total. Great job from Savage Hearts. FMJ coming in with 3. And Wild Horses coming in with 6. So great job from the top 3 there. We have 2 more matches to go. Let's also go down the list here. We got Naked here at 4th place. They got 4, 5, 6. ATTP with 4. Unknown Soldiers with 1. Lethal Gamers 0. Vital Team 2 with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Fappy and his team Rebels with 3. Ruthless Killers with 3. War, nice job, 0. How do you come in 11th place and get 9 kills? That's just impressive. The rest of the team obviously getting some kills as well. They got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 kills. That's one thing you'll see from War very often, is that they might not get to the top 3, but you'd be damn sure they'll have one of some of the most kills in each match, and that happens all the time. Lethal Gamers again with 4. You got Lair Bear with her team with 0. G4 with 0. SOA with 0. Space, Treyway, Unplug with 0. TG with 0. FBI with 0. A lot of zeros here at the end, but Vital does have 1 on 19th place, and Bolt Action Warriors finishing it up with 0. So we're going to move on to round 2 of the Naked Pro Scrims. Round 2 will begin right when the room opens. Obviously, well, not right when the room opens, but I think it's going to be 10 minutes after the room opens. Guy is the one opening the room in Discord. So right when you see that message, he'll also mention how much time will be left and when it will start. It might have already opened since I'm on a delay. So be very careful and be ready to go in a moment's notice. I got things to collect. Let me check the Discord. Thank you guys for all joining in. Appreciate the clips. Appreciate the comments. We'll go over that. We'll go over all of that as soon as I make sure the Discord looks nice. Shane, high ground. Yeah, that high ground on the winning team. Got you. And I think Young God specifically got knocked, but was able to get back up and do some more shooting. So great job recovering on that team right there. Naked push, I think, at the right time. Getting a knock and trying to finish them off because they needed to get in because of that blue zone, if you were paying attention. So let's see if we can see some of that. Actually, first, let me make sure I can get into the next room. I'm just taking a look at Discord. So I got some messages I can send out here. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything's run smooth. I'll be right back to you guys in just a moment. This is being streamed here. I'm just answering some things on Discord. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yes, okay, great. And I also need to do that. And it's a lot I'm trying to figure out. And so if you guys have any questions, by the way, about people participating in the match, like if you're trying to get your team, like trying to make changes, that's all with Guy. He's the one kicking people. He's the one who owns the room. So message him if you have any questions about who can play and who cannot. It looks like Extreme Duty is now able to play because another team is not able to. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And I got to message guy and let him know that that team's going to be in so that he doesn't kick them when they come in. I'm like trying to figure it all out. Well, did Guy ever come out with the new codes? Let's see. So no, new codes are not out yet. It will be. Oh, right now it does. So I'm gonna delay. So it is gonna start at exactly 8:55. 8:50. Exactly 8:50. I'm gonna get myself in, and actually, you know what we're gonna wait. We're gonna play something a little bit special for you guys. In between matches, I always want to do this and see if it works. I'm gonna play a clip from the match we've just had and see what happened. So we can go over it and we can discuss. So what I need to do here. Yep. And I'm getting messages as well. Custom rate code, please check the items. So Havoc, I see that you're part of Fire Strike. You need to one, be the team leader. I think that was somebody else on your team. But two, you need to register and claim the role for us to know. So I'm going to try to give you the role right now. And we'll try to get that working. So these start at exactly 8 p.m. This one's going to start at 8:50. So, you know, if you know that your team leader is not going to be in it, you got to message us to let us know, because only the team leaders are going to get the roles for these things. All right, I'm getting in the room now. Thank you, Guy. You guys have 8 minutes from my perspective to get in. We got 46 in there. Great. Good. I'm going to play some music too.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
thank you for the follow. Let me see who's been following. I appreciate it, guys. Big help out. FMJ Zebra, welcome. We got making it difficult for me here. Jahiri Yark. Wait, something just went off, right? Here we go. Shahari Yark Zecher. Thank you for the follow. Sir Lags a lot. I like that name. Thank you for the follow as well. Miss Twitch. Thank you guys, all 4 of you guys. Appreciate it. How are you guys doing? Shane is bad? Shane is not bad. You take that back. Shane is a great member. He's a big Conqueror. I think he was Conqueror this season. Let's see. Thank you for hosting and streaming Crusader Top Gun eSports. I really appreciate you guys joining and participating. Thank you guys. Go War. Yes, that's who I had going for it all. They did not win this one. They'll win the next one. Or Naked Esports will. Those are the 2 teams I have winning this whole thing tonight. I always pick one other than Naked, and it's War this time around. You get them Top Gun doing a really good job. What's the delay in the stream? Delay is always the same for scrimmages. It's 100 seconds, which is 1 minute and 40 seconds, plus delays on any connection issues. Tournaments would be different. Tournaments will have a larger delay, probably something between 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you guys for all the feedback you guys provide. It really helps me become a better streamer, and it helps with building what we are building right now, which is Naked Esports in general, from our comp teams to our scrimmage platforms. So thank you guys. Shane here. Daggone. You guys did really well. Naked got to 4th place. I'm happy about that. That's just one step closer to a win for Naked. How many teams are now in? 84. Great. Thank you guys for coming in. We got, like, I think 3 open team slots. Team 2, which I believe is not Vital's here on the bottom. Well, they have different, I don't know. But Team 2, Team 4, and Team... So not this week, and Team 8. So not this week, but next week, we're going to be enforcing new rules. Your team confirms and registers and has a starting spot out of the first 25 teams. And you guys just don't show up with no mention. Then there will be a penalty to occur. That being said, if you confirm and register and you tell us like an hour, even an hour beforehand that you can't make it, it's totally okay. Because there's a lot of teams, even right now, we just put in a team in the 2nd round because they couldn't play. That was a different situation, which is fine. But there are, what I'm trying to say is there are teams that want to play even in the 2nd round. So get your teams in there. And if you can't, let us know. We got 88 in there. Really happy about that number, guys. Let's see if we can complete the Ruthless Killers here. It looks like we will. Diosa. We've seen Ruthless Killers perform very well. And it looks like Tensi. I don't know if I've seen Tensi play. Obviously, I'm used to seeing Monica in that spot. Bossy and Bubble Tea. Excuse me. But I'm looking forward to seeing how Tensi continues to perform here. Didn't see much of Ruthless. They were fighting across the street with another against ATTP. And it looks like they kind of got stuck between each other fighting because it was a grudge match across the street. Hard to knock 2 players at the same time and then moving to push because that's what each team needs to do in that situation. So we got 1 minute until the start. Great job, guys. Way to get in there. So you got Team 24. It's navoy.org. I've never been to that site, so I have no idea what it actually is. but certainly a good way to go to a website is by putting your team name as the website itself. You got Savage Hearts there. They did really well, winning it all there for the first match and getting a ton of kills. Who was the one that got 9? Blue Ice. Here you go. Let's take a look at his profile. This is probably the MVP of the match. Oh, we're getting into the next one. It's too slow. But Blue Ice was probably considered the MVP for the first round. Let's see who will take it for the second. If you guys are watching and want to participate, you guys got to go to the Discord page. Let's turn that off. You got to go to our Discord page to register your team. Registration is off right now, but it will be right on when the scrimmage is over, so everyone has an equal opportunity to register. That being said, we pretty much filled up the first night. Right after these matches, I think we had 20 to 25 teams to register, and then we had a few extras on the wait list coming in afterwards. So if you want your team to participate, you're kind of new to it, definitely get into the Discord and then wait for our notification when registration is back up. Then you can participate. If you're one of the first 25, you guarantee your spot. If you're after, you put it on the wait list and you have a chance to. I think we had 5 teams. 5 teams from the wait list participate right now, so it's not impossible. But you definitely want to increase your chance, right? Do it as soon as you know it opens. Right, so we have a pretty good plane ride, I'd say, for the hot drops at least. You know, Novo, Military Base, Pachinki, and Georgia Pole. Those are usually the hot drops, and definitely in the view of the plane. The other place that is a hot drop normally is Yasnaya, but that is not going to be easy to get to. You're going to have to take your car to get over there. Other drops like Rozhawk and Milta, you can get to as well. It looks like Team 1 might be attempting that right now. Primorsk would also be a play that will be too far to fly to without floating, so you'll have to take a car to get there as well. As you guys know by watching, you don't hear anything in the game. I get it. It'll come back on. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why. It's only when they jump, and then when the parachute opens, you'll hear them again. So it looks like we have a few teams here on Team 2319 dropping here at Crates. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to go over all the people who follow between matches, so just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Here you go. Here's your team winners in the first round. This is Young God we're looking at specifically. They got the crates here at Nova. Why am I still hearing flying? Let's see if we can get out of that. Nope. Okay. Let's go over there. It looks like someone got knocked in the distance. I still hear flying. It's very odd. Anyway, Spartan from MERC. Looks like he's gotten knocked, but got picked up. And so did Loot Me. So what happened here? Let's see. Is there any enemies around? How did they get knocked already? FBI there in the distance. Maybe they already beat another team. That was quicker than I thought. You have Hazard here. Just not sure how to get that sound out. I'm sure you guys can hear that too. Let's take a look at the map. I don't think there's a reason for the sound. We're going to spectate to a totally different spot and see if that changes it. It does not. Very odd. Anyway, looks like they're facing off, and they got 2 knocked right away. Treyway got knocked. And Thirsted. Brawl gets knocked, and he's going to need to get picked up. It looks like it's a hodgepodge of just random things going on. Some people without guns, some people with, and it looks like VF is going to let Vital here pick him up. Chronic. So this is Team 3. This is kind of a mix here with Nova, Lala, and Vital teams connecting together. And looks like there's one player here on Team 7, Space. Space is trying to hide it out. Does not want to get seen, and definitely doesn't have a weapon or any armor. So it does look like Vital did not notice him, and Space might be able to get out. So here we have XD. This is Extreme Duty. They're right next to team here. Looks like they see Beta. He's trying to get XD in the distance, but Beta's being surrounded by a lot of other players here. There's Kudo. So these teams, just look at the map. It's like everyone's not bunched together. Everyone's pretty separated and intertwined. Is probably the best word for this. Fappy with the shotgun, double barrel. Definitely not a long range thing. Fappy getting out of the way in time. So 2 knocked here for Rebels. And another one from Fappy is just 75% health. It does look like XD has the advantage here. Extreme Duty getting the work done and gets Fappy down as well as he was trying to get to Beta. Fappy not looking good there. There should be one more left for Rebels, and that is White, who we're looking at right now. He is the only one that is not knocked or thirsted. And it does. Ooh, you gotta watch out, White. He's the only one left. It looks like Team 14 might actually be coming from the school and pushing on the situation. That might actually help if they are just completely ignore White. But jumping out into the middle, he's running outside. Team 14 right there might see White. Shoots down on him, and that will do it. So now you have SOA who did the work. Troy's 3 getting a knock and a kill there, or not even a knock, just a complete finish. While Team 25 did most of the work there, they'll just finish it up. Team 25 still in the distance. Now, they came from the school. They may have some good loot, although the school is small, so I'm not sure if all of these players have something good to use in this long distance battle that will ensue. Rozhawk has these levels here. The hill is a very nice touch to shoot down at Rozhawk, while the buildings are a nice spot to shoot from. As you can see, they're shooting on Reaper but not getting any hits. Weiss also not even having his gun out, but trying to dodge and weave in case of any shots occurring. So we're going to move on too, because we don't want to just stick around to one spot. But where do we want to look? I think we still go back to Novo. Here's your team winners from the last. They're facing off against Team 5. Young God, I think, is on top of the roof here and just jumps down. So I apologize, first of all, about this sound from, it sounds like it's someone parachuting. It makes no sense at all. It's just what it is, though. So it looks like you have Merciless from Artemis and Spartan here. Shots from SVH, Savage Hearts. Savage, your winners, obviously, as I just mentioned before. Let's see if Merciless can do something about it. Kind of knock this team down. It mostly looks like Merciless is just dodging, even though Fishy did get knocked there on top, so it seems like they're doing a little bit more than just dodging. Team 5 has gathered, while Team 23 is mostly separated, just 2 members together because one got knocked. But the rest, it looks like Young God and Blue Ice might be trying to get closer, even though they're going a little bit roundabout ways doing so, because Team 5 is moving more and more north, moving farther and farther away. We're going to switch it up. Let's see, Team 18 here. ATTP. Facing off against Team 10. And that's Vital Team 2. So as everything renders in, you kind of saw through the wall what they were doing, but now you have a better sense of what's going on. Looks like Team 10 in this house, or in this apartment, 2 of them. You take a more aerial view, and you have the ATTP on the right. You have Jay there on the ground on Voltage, so a different team entirely. But it looks like Voltage is playing with Vital in this situation. Let's see what Mags' view is here. As he's on the roof, just the house over is the other team. Looks like they hear sounds coming in. Looks like one of them is coming in. Grenade perfectly thrown as he saw it. He's trying to get away but couldn't. Mags is knocked. Has no way out of here other than the stairs is the only way out, I think, other than, yeah, I think that might be it. So if they move up, it looks like they are. They do. Oh, they don't get hit. They're just shooting down on him, and they will be right next to him and finish him off. So having a 3-man squad just completely pushing this situation is a great move. Now let's see, the other member from Team 18 is Rooster. Rooster trying to get some shots. Crossing the street is Purge. Purge trying to dodge and weave, and it's working. So let's see if Rooster can't finish. Rooster has one chance to survive here. Ooh. And that will do it for Purge, and that will do it for the rest of Team Vital on this situation. So great job from ATTP getting all of George Pole now. Or North George, I should say. Now here we are at war. My team to win it all with Team Naked facing off against Team 11 in Severny. They have 3 kills already, and they haven't lost a member either. So it looks like they're doing a great job so far, as you're going to definitely need the kills in order to get that #1 top spot. TG seems to be running away, as all of his members taken out. So they were fighting against each other in Severny. Those were the 3 kills probably on the hands of war. And a big weenie is trying to get out of here. As they are passing by another team. They're Naked just going by. I wonder if they're going to turn around. They're shooting it on them. I don't know. Are they on the chase? No, they're just going to continue on, as you can see in the distance. So big relief for a TG to continue on there, but they do lose a few members. We're going to take a look at Team 16 here. They're driving in, and they looks like they're getting into the next circle. They're in it. There, see the drops? There's 2 drops. You kidding me? 2 regular drops, not flare drops, in the distance there. It looks like they're going to stop here and make sure they're not going to be camped by another team looking at the same thing. But we have a better map than they do, and there is nobody around for miles. So let's just take a look and see what's in there, shall we? This one has an AK-14 with your 7 ammo, extended mag, military vest with a level 3 helmet and backpack. Comes complete with a ghillie suit. Yeah, sometimes I just do some commercial stuff like that. And then we also have the same thing, except with a Groza. So yeah, MK14 and a Groza with pretty much all the level 3 stuff you can possibly ask for. Team 6. Unknown Soldiers. You got Ray-Bans and CME. It looks, oh, they're fighting off against another team right in the distance here. Or not in the distance, but literally close enough. This is the second Team Vital. Looks like Vital got a knock on one. And it looks like they're pushing in. They don't realize they're right on the left. Does he realize it? He doesn't. He's not looking. They are so close to each other. How, what? What was it? What? I don't know. I have no idea how they took so long to shoot, but they did. And they were able to finish. Nice job, Vital, I guess. I'm just going to go with that. Yeah. Well. Looks like Team 14 is taking a car. They were kind of passing by Team 1. That's Naked. So it looks like SOA is just going to drive by for now. We're going to keep looking. Let's take a look at who's Team 21, who has all of Pachinki for themselves. That is Lethal Gamers with Hurricane Rain, Thanatos, and Amir. They're going to have a nice loot package here. They got a Scar in hand for Amir. Let's see what Rain has, an AKM. Thanatos with an AKM as well. And Hurricane with an M16. I'm sure they're going to find as much stuff as they need here eventually when they're done with it. Let's see. How far is this airdrop? Let's take a look at what's inside it before it falls down. MK14 and AUG. Level 4 scope with level 3 vest and helmet. Not too shabby. It looks like Team 8 is waiting for it. Yeah, everyone's pretty spread out. Pretty nice. It's one of the few times the game is slowed down. We got Extreme Duty with 3 kills here, but 1 killed on their own. They're underground. It looks, oh no, never mind. Team 15 right there at the doorway, which is why they're being very cautious here. So it looks like they threw a grenade here. There it is on the right. And doesn't make a hit. War is just up here. Now, is this the spot? This is the spot. All they need is a car to lock them in there. All you need, War, is a car to lock them in. Is this car too exploded? I think it still works. I don't think this is completely exploded. You can use that car, put it in to the doorway, and they can't get out. Just do that. Just do that. It's only happened once. I've only seen it happen once. You don't have to battle them at all, and it's the greatest thing ever. I don't know why they don't do that right now. They have this other car. They could use it with this one. No. I don't think they realize, because, alright, there's no other exit or entrance to that underground. So it looks like maybe they want the kills and they're going for it, which is fair. They just put themselves in a very precarious position here. He needs to get out. They need to get out of that hallway or else they're going to get thirsted. Reaper getting hit in the back. Pan, I think, helped save him at least once there. Reaper. It looks like he's going for Reaper first. Reaper didn't make it, though. Again, you don't have to go for the battle, and this is all turning around. Extreme Duty. Lickmung got completely pushed. Did look like Zero got helped up, and he needs to figure out. Does get Kudo, but doesn't get the other. He only needed one more, but by that time, Extreme Duty did a really great job being patient. But Ward missed their opportunity to completely lock them in there and not get out. That's a shame. It's a big shame, I'm going to tell you that right now. I have them winning it all. But maybe next time, maybe next time. Alright, it looks like No Sense from BAAW. Both Action Warriors. Trying to use the UMP best he can. It looks like one of his teammates got knocked. He's trying to throw some grenades to finish him off. It is on the right trajectory, but I don't think that's going to be far. Ooh, what? Alright, there you go. Nice job actually getting that grenade thrown. I think the grenade did it. I didn't think it was going to be far enough. Nonsense. No Sense. Great job. They're going to want to get out of this blue zone, and they're going to take the vehicles to do so. So here you go. Wild Horses. He's trying to throw smokes to give him some cover. His teammates over there. He could take this car and get out of there, I think. Unless this car is too damaged. It doesn't seem like it. So while his teammates have left, Disconnect is hanging around, getting shot up. And it looks like they're going for the tires. And they're going for the vehicle as well, make it explode. Disconnect. I don't think so. I don't think he's trying to get out. I don't know why, though. Could have used that car earlier. Now you definitely have a hard time using it. Let's take a look at Team 18's perspective. As they're shooting over, it looks like they're shooting back at MN, who's driving back to save his friend. Disconnect. Umami's trying to find that angle. Trying to no-scope that one. Okay. Let's take a look. It looks like Disconnect now running back. So that car got too messed up, and now they're throwing smokes to try to get out. Look at this, the Matrix missing all those shots, but eventually something's got to give. And wow, completely finished off there. It looks like he's going to go back to get his loot of his friend. As we hear the sounds from the gunfire behind him. They keep blowing everything up. Wild Horses, all their cars are gone. Luckily, they still have 3 members remaining. They only lost 1 in that exchange, but Disconnect really could have gotten out of there if you just moved the car with it. Alright, let's take a look at Team 16. This is G4. You got Rush, Spray, Dave, and Summer. They're driving by. Team 1 seems to be in the distance, but too far away for anything to engage with. Team 16 all in one car. Definitely. Oh no, they're not all in one car. As you can see, sprays in the buggy. Having a buggy and one person is very good. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to get shot in the back because of that seat that's a little bit risen. So this is a good combination, having one car with 3 and having the buggy with just 1. The buggy can act as a decoy in situations as well. And let's see, Lethal Gamers is passing by Team 11. Team 11 doesn't seem to be shooting because TG is only one left with 1 member. So that's why you didn't see Team 11 engage here. Looks like he has, was that an Uzi? Yeah, that's an Uzi, isn't it? Let's see what you're rocking. You got an Uzi, you're in the middle of a field. It looked like you had something else, but do you not have a scope with it? Maybe that's the case. Let's see what your other weapon is, if I can look down. Can't see it. But it looked like more of an AR type of weapon. You might want to pull that out in a big open field like that. But that's just me. Maybe the Uzi will work better. Ruthless Killers, Lady Ruthless Killers, just here at the Watertown. I don't know why they never gave Watertown a name. Maybe they just didn't feel like it needed one. Technically, it's not a town anymore because it's underwater, so maybe that's why it doesn't have a name. Gonna have to figure out the lure in that one. Well, the lore, sorry, lure. Team 23, look at this line of teams. Just, yeah, they're all pretty far, but are we seeing a car getting close? No. Team 23 here, Savage Hearts, they're still in it. There's still 14 teams left, so that's a lot. Can Savage Hearts get another win? I don't know. They're in a great position to get the win total for scrimmages, but it's only been 1 round so far. This is the 2nd round. And things are working out just fine for Savage Hearts as they still have 4 players. Bolt Action Warriors. Got no sense here. Driving in. Or looking out the window as their team drives in. They're by Pachinki. Team 11 was by here. Yep, TG still there. And you, as No Sense and the rest of his team stop by, they might be able to get a sense of where TG is. But I bet TG is going to play the prone game, hide a little bit, and just try to survive long enough. You do have Team 24 here. This is the Navoy.org team. So it'd be interesting to see how well they do here. Looks like Team 13 might be making a little bit of a push. Are they going to cross the street? Let's go take a look, shall we? Does look like Team 24 is together for the most part. And Bolt Action Warriors has not crossed the street even, so I don't think they're going to move. I think they want this spot, and they feel, I'm guessing, they feel all looted. They don't need to go into houses necessarily. Scrimmages, yes, you do want to be in houses sometimes. At other times you don't, because you don't want to be a vocal point for any teams to attack. Obviously, as a defensive area like a house can be very optimal, at the same time being hidden and away from any of the action in a survival game like PUBG is very important as well. So that's why you might see these teams outside just looking at the house to make sure, and maybe they'll make their way in eventually. But if they do, they will see that there was a team in there. Are they still there? They moved. They're still in there. I thought they were. Maybe they have moved on. No one seems to be here anymore. We're not going to stay here, though. We're going to move on. Team 17 now at the base of the mountain. Wild Horses looking at Naked. Naked Shane gets knocked. Let's see. Pushing up here. It looks like Wild Horses are going to make their move. They're throwing grenades here. It looks like Wild Horses want to do the same thing, throwing grenades back at them. You have Accurate here, trying to hold back one of the members of Wild Horses, and while Nubs is on the back end, gets Ahahi, and then one here, MN just jumps into the smoke, and he gets a knock there. ABTX is knocked as well. MN might try to make a push to save his friend, but it won't be able to. Now you got one knocked in there for Wild Horses. This is not working out the way they hoped. And you have MN here, the only one left that is not knocked. He's trying to throw a Molotov over the mountain, but does not make purchase on anyone. Now as he rotates around, that might be enough. As Prodigy's behind him, didn't realize, but he was caught offhand. But that doesn't mean Naked is done. Prodigy will get picked up by the rest of his teammates as Wild Horses gets completely knocked out of the second round. Now let's come back over here because I see ATTP, and they're coming in with 3 vehicles. Looks like Curly is in one driving, 2 of them in another, and then 1 in the back. Team 20 in the houses right on the right. Doesn't seem like they're taking any shots. Now they are. No one took a hit though. I think Umami had those hits before. And it looks like they're also passing Team 16. This could be an issue for G4 might be able to do something here. It looks like they're moving around. They want to take some shots, but they do not. Oh, they do hit 1 on Curly, but it looks like Curly will continue on. They're trying to find an easy place to be, and they're going to stop right here because there isn't much cover elsewhere. That being said, you do have Team 4 back here. I think they heard all of that. Here's Ruthless Killers. Here's with the M24, or no, that's an AWM, I think. Is that an M249? I can't tell. But it looks like they're shooting at Team 21, while Team 9 might actually want to engage. He's looking at Team 9. Oh, he sees everybody. Ruthless Killers. Looks like Unani trying to make his way out of the line, but cannot do so. You have 2 members of ATTP who are knocked here. You have Bubble T. And the rest of Ruthless doing pretty well here, I think. I don't think they have anyone else knocked. 10C just got picked up. Aussie's still alive. So they definitely see Lady Ruthless Killers on the horizon there. Using a hollow scope's not going to be the best choice here, but maybe you don't have anything else, I can understand. So hollow here. Can Legend do something legendary? I'm not sure. So Team 9 is kind of stuck in the middle between teams, but they are in the next circle. So they might see eyes on Kootenai. They do. Has a 8 or 6 times scope, and they're going to get in the car. Instead of battling, they got to get in. The circle's closing now, and that's what they're going to do. Let's zoom in all the way in this map. We're going to take a look at 13 here because they are pushing on FMJ. They got hype. He got another one too. 2 knocked there in the distance. Bojack doing some work. One's left over there, so he's going to do, I'm guessing, a healing job here. Trying to get Lit, maybe. Lit's on the left. He's being careful, checking his 6 o'clock, but no one's back there, so he's in good shape. Saw Lit. Get a headshot? No. That was that. Let's take a look from 9's angle here. So 9's the one in the middle. He's going for the revival of Hype. Hype is to mine. It looks like Hype's good. Is this Zebra? Oh, he's getting Zebra. So Hype was getting Zebra, but gets knocked instead. So Team 13 is really making a hard push on him. And it does look like XD came in from behind, is going to finish off Team 9 there. So, oh, maybe not yet. Team 9's still alive, hanging by a thread. Look at the health. So this third party might actually help FMJ as they're facing off against people in the distance. Kind of forgetting about Team 9 there in the... Oh, what are we looking at now? Anyway, we gotta get back up. He's just shooting down at a tree. Meanwhile, no one's there. Maybe they just finished someone off without realizing. So FMJ has been healing or reviving their own players throughout most of these engagements right now. It's been working out so far, but eventually something has to give. So he's going to try through. Oh, I thought that was a grenade. Nope, it is a smoke. So having all these cards is good defense. Jeez, this is such close quarter combat right now. So they see all the smoke on the right. Amir is going to go for some drinks because they're going to need it. They're going to be in the blue zone. They're going to come in now. And they're pushing up against some of these teams. As they're coming in, they're going to see teams on the right. And they're getting shot at by the teams on the right as well. Lose half health right there. One knocked on XD. Extreme duty. Kudo going to go pick him up. They got a minute for the next circle, so that should be enough time. But the pressure from Lethal Gamers on XD is going to be really tough to overcome. As you can see, they just keep throwing the fire down on them. Amir does get hit a few times through the smoke, but they definitely have the better position up here. Now here you have the other team. So we have 3 teams remaining. Lady Ruthless Killers here. They could pretty much wait it out between what I think was, who's on the other end? Team 21 and Team 25. Lethal Gamers and XD. They can wait it out to see who wins that, because they are too close to not engage. So here we go. They do see Amir. Amir getting hit a few times, but now hides behind the rock. Almost gets knocked, but Amir just hangs out. And through the smoke, number 7 gets knocked. Now again, he's going to get picked up. So many times has somebody got picked up. There's going to be so much damage numbers here in this match. I've never seen so many revivals in one match before. So these teams are playing ridiculously efficient. So they do finish off Lethal Gamers, and XD will continue on, but Ruthless Killers is now waiting, ready. That being said, actually, they might have the advantage. They do need to heal up. And they have, how many members? So Ruthless Killers has the members, so they have 4. XD has 3. And now we are on a face-off. They're throwing the smokes. They, I don't know where the circle's going to be, but throwing a wall of smoke is not a bad idea. Let's take a real aerial view. How are they going to play this out? We got 2 teams left here. Lady Ruthless Killers and Extreme Duty. Smokes have dissipated, so all those have gone to a little bit of a waste maybe, because XD was all they wanted to do was heal up. They wanted their boosters to work, and it looks like it did. So 7 needs to move in just a tad bit more. He's gonna run it. Do they need to cross the street? If XD needs to cross the street, they're gonna start peeking their heads over. And there you go. One after the other. It's gonna be like a little bit like whack-a-mole. Kudo goes down, and that will do it. So you have it here. Lady Killers, Lady Ruthless, getting the finish. Bubble Tea with 5 and Tenzi with 4. That gives them 11 total. Great job. XD coming in. They just had the second round. The team opened up and they got in. So they are with 15 kills. I think that's going to be the most out of all the teams here to in this round here. You have Lethal Gamers. They got 6. Nice job. So now we have 4th place with FMJ with 0. Somehow getting to 0. 5th place goes to the other Lethal Gamers team with 3. BAW with 5. G4, nice job, Dave, with 5, and they're giving their total 9. Nicely played. Naked coming in 8th place with 3 kills. Good job, Nubs. Lairbear with 1, or team coming in with 1. ATTP with 3, 4, 5. Wild Horses with 1. TG with 1. Savage Hearts with 5. Merciless with 2. Nice job, VF. Mir with the 5 kills there, and they're giving their total a 6. 2 kills with SOA. War with 3. Space Treyway, bruh, and Unplug coming in with 0. Unknown Soldiers with 2. Vital with 0. Fappy with Rebels is 1. FBI with 0. And coming up at the end with FX is 0. We're going to continue on here. Thank you guys for all playing. We still have 1 remaining, so don't go away. And they're going to be coming in quick. Right when that room opens, it's going to have a 10-minute wait, and we're going to get right back to it. I'm also going to do some stuff, kind of keep you guys entertained. I'm going to play some music first. And let everyone know when that room opens in the chat. Really appreciate it. That way everyone knows to get in as soon as they can. There's no gas, Crusader. Oh, that car. I get it. Yep. Yeah, probably no gas. That makes the most sense there. Top Gun, always a crowd favorite here in the chat on Twitch. Oh, that's cool. No Pokemon emblems. I like that. Who won the first? Savage Hearts. Yes, Top Gun. They won it. Let's see what else you guys read. And thank you guys for clipping. Char, always a Naked fan. The car trick helps. The car tricks, I really wanted to see it. Oh, it was out of gas. Okay, that's the part where it was out of gas. I get it. But I really wanted to see it anyway. I can't believe we couldn't see that a car kind of blocking it in. It happened once in the scrimmage, and I completely lost my mind. I was so surprised it actually worked. Instead of going to that, we're going to go here. So this is a little bit new. We're going to play some moments that, just a random moment. Let's see if it's going to work for us, shall we? Are you guys seeing this? Let me know. I'm going to take a look and make sure it's working. Yeah. As long as it loads. That'd be great. But I have seen this where it doesn't load because, I don't know. Maybe it's just my computer. Because everything's running at the same time. Team Vital. Looks like Vital got a knock on one. There you go. And it looks like they're pushing in. So this, I was very confused. Right, see how long it takes for either team to engage? Oh, it'll come on later. It's just loading in. But it was very weird. So they don't see him on the left. So these are two different teams. So close to each other. Neither of them are paying attention. He comes out, and they don't engage. I was very confused. And then after that, Unknown Soldiers finishes off Vital there. No. I think Vital finishes off Unknown Soldiers here. You can see that. Oh, there. There you go. I don't know. I have no idea how they took so long to shoot, but they did. Yep. I agree. Let's go to another. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it not on? No, it should be working. Hello? Yep. Yeah, because the only delay is coming from on my OBS, and I'm programming the OBS to do it, so that's interesting. Okay, it's good to know. We might have to. We'll figure that out in the future. Okay. Sounds good. You open the next room? Alright. See you in there. So that was Guy. Just giving me a little info. I think he's still opening the room. I think that's what he just said. He's going to be opening the room very soon. And when that room opens, you only have 10 minutes to get in. We don't play around here. We get right to the action. And that's it. Let's go through some of the people. Jackson Cops, thank you for following. I'm Shroud Hyper. I like it. And TG Tall, thank you guys for following. Really appreciate it. Trying to make something big here for all PUBG Mobile. Make a community where everyone can enjoy time competing and getting to know other gamers. So thank you guys for following. Definitely helps me out. Let's see what else we have here. I always have to make sure. Alright, so Guy has opened the room. He just gave me an invite. So if he hasn't posted yet, he'll be posting soon. Oops. I'm going to turn that off for now. So let's see another one. Let's take a look at this one. I'm not sure what this one is. Is this the original? This was right when you guys jumped, I believe. And no one had a weapon. Vital, you might want to watch this because you missed one. And I think it's going to be evident here. I don't think there's a reason for the sound. We're going to spectate to a totally different spot and see if that changes it. Does not. Very odd. Anyway, looks like. So I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I could. This felt like off, and they got parachuting for the long time. Treyway got knocked. And Thirsted Bra gets knocked, and he's going to need to get picked up. It looks like it's. So it's loading in. You'll see that pretty much all this team gets completely random things going on. Gets knocked because someone on Vital has weaponry. With, and it looks like VF is going to let Vital here. Right, so Team 3, Vital, come up, Chronic. So this is Team 3. This is kind of a mix here with Nova, Lala, and Vital teams. And you'll see, okay, so they got a squad wipe, right? No. There's one player here on Team 7. You got Space there behind a tree, hanging out. Doesn't have a weapon, doesn't have armor, no vest, no helmet. Does not want to get seen, and definitely doesn't have a weapon or definitely gets away with it. So it does look like Vital did not. So I just wanted to mention that. We've had that with Naked Pro Scrims before. Even the Naked team has completely killed 3 members, and then there's one just hanging out. And I believe in that situation, I forgot what team it was, but they came in 2nd place at the end. So they really made it by like surviving until the very end somehow. Let's see what else is going on. Let's take a look at this one. You have ATTP. Here's Curly driving. I think, so Curly and them were driving through this circle. And I think I remember. That is not knocked. He's trying to this is separate. So this is the finishing touch for Mountain, but does not make purchase on anyone. Now as he rotates around, that might. So this was a really good move actually from Wild Horses, MN. He rotates around so much that Naked had no idea he was going to come in from behind. As Prodigy's behind as you can see, Prodigy did not turn in time. Caught off the problem with that, Naked, is because you were all alone. Get picked up by the rest of his teammates as Wild Horses. So when you're all alone, you can, but you're really putting yourself at risk. Because the moment you knock one, you're not going to come back over here. The rest of them are going to turn on you. TP. And they're coming in with 3 vehicles. So let's see, it's halfway through, so we might actually see this part. Curly just drives by with the rest of his team. Driving, 2 of them in another, and then one in multiple teams. You have team on the right here in the house. Right. Doesn't seem like they're taking any shots. I think like 1 or 2 shots come off, actually. As it loads in. I wish it didn't have to load too much. Guy, Curly. Oh, Curly, we're looking at you right now. Shothy, Hollywood, and Larbear. I think let me know how you pronounce that. Is it Larbear or Larbear? That's 2 R's. Appreciate it if you help me out. So they drive by this house as well, and they don't really take shots other than I think one hits Curly, but that's about it. Looks like they're moving around. They want to take some shots, but they do not. Yeah,
Oh, they do
one
hit
hit there
one
on
on
Curly. And they passed Team 9 there. Right now they're passing so many teams. And they do get completely knocked out by, I believe, is Lady Ruthless Killers, who comes in on the outside of the circle. So that's that. Let's see if there's anything else. It was, I don't usually have a hard time streaming, but this was hard to pay attention to because there were so many moving parts, so many other teams shooting against others. I try not to miss as much, but it just turned out to be like so many areas that I was trying to get to as many teams as possible. That was my goal here. To give you guys a little heads up on how to stream. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do.
Numbers here in this match.
I don't think there is a right or wrong, but I tried to like get everything.
I've never seen so many revivals
while not
in
like
one
just
match
completely being outside where you guys will just see dots as people. I don't like that. So what I do is try to get into it to really get a view of people.
Ridiculously efficient.
Now I don't know why it does that. If you saw, like, I don't know. It took the view of the person there. So that was a finish on.
So they do finish
Lethal.
off Lethal Gamers, and XD will continue on, but Ruthless Killers is now waiting. Right?
So I don't know if Lady Ruthless Killers knew, but they had the advantage generally, and they won it all, obviously. But that was probably the best moment to push if you were going to. Obviously, they took care of this team pretty easily because that circle was in their favor at the end of it all.
They heal up, and they have how many members? So Ruthless Killers has.
So what they do instead is create a wall of smoke.
The members,
which
so they have 4.
Is fine because they did have
3.
the advantage in numbers, so it worked out for Lady Ruthless Killers.
On a face-off, they throw.
And then all they
the
had to do was pretty much play whack-a-mole.
Yeah, I don't know what the circle's
XD at the end because they did not have the circle.
Gonna be, but throwing a wall of smoke is not a bad idea. Let's take a.
And that's the end of that one. And we all know what happens after that. Should I take a look at what happened in Miramar? This one looks interesting. Hey, say da-da-da-da-da. Get out of here. So here, back at Miramar, this is the first scrim. It looks like this is naked. Okay, this is naked. Nice. So it looks like SOA made a good push, actually. It was a good time there because naked was pretty much defensive.
Every now and then.
Defensive.
Shane missing his shots on white.
And they were knocked at one point. They were knocked right before this. So if SOA maybe made a quicker push, it would have really helped. But
few hits on
it wasn't
Shane.
too bad for SOA to do that push.
And they get a knock on another SOA member. One more left. Is Reaper. Prodigy may be able to.
So as you can see, Shane and Nubs had the crate to hide behind every now and then.
See Reaper's head.
SOA did have.
Finishes it off, and that will do it for SOA. Naked coming away with all 4 kills and none killed on them on their own.
So yeah. Anyway, that's that. So Naked had a nice spot, obviously being higher than SOA. SOA had the hill to kind of cover themselves, but it's not the same. Not the same. So that's pretty much covers what's happened so far. Make sure you guys continue to clip some of this so we know what's going on. I'm just in the match waiting for it to start, and what you're saying is true. Just have to play passive to do well usually. No, I wouldn't actually say that. I don't know. I might have said that at some point. Being passive works at many points, but I wouldn't say sometimes. I wouldn't say all the time. I'd say it's 50-50. It depends on the situation. Sometimes being aggressive, you got to finish off a team. That'd be a great time to do so. It's tough to say. Liar. I have everyone knows I have a bad time pronouncing people's names. So it's more like Lar. Larbear. I'm gonna go with that. Correct me if I'm wrong still. Let's see. How are we in the scrimmage? Now we've got 92 teams. The team 2 still not in. Who's team 2? I'm going to take a look at that. But look at all this. I love seeing so many teams in here. Looks like team 8 and team 2 are the only ones not in here. Great. I love it. So we're going to start, probably very soon because I've just been watching that. And we'll be starting at 9:40. It is 9:40 right now, so I bet any moment we're going to begin. Looks like Lethal Gamers just got their last member in just in the nick of time. And this is going to be exciting, guys. Last match. Who won the first? Savage Hearts won the first one, and Lady Ruthless won the second. And I think Lady Ruthless had the most kills, and so did Savage Hearts for their match in the first match. So they probably are each pretty even at this point. I don't know where they placed before. I'm trying to remember. I can't. But there's always opportunities to win here. Because nobody has won both games, it's still open to somebody who will win this one, I think. I think if you win this match, you are probably going to be top 3. That's my guess, unless you did really poorly in the previous ones. But if you did average and you win this one, I think you'll be a top 3. That's how evenly spread I think these matches have been, but I'm not sure. So team already on the map, look at this, team 1. Naked's trying to get away, doesn't want to take the plane. He wants to loot right away to Paradise Resort. And here's the plane ride. Let me see that again. So we got obviously Sandhawk has a pretty small map, so you can pretty much jump anywhere you really want to. It might be too much to go to Hatin, I think that's how you pronounce it. But pretty much everywhere else is open for grabs. You might see a lot going to Paradise Resort, Boot Camp, the hot drops, just to get some action in. If there's a lot of teams going there, yeah, we're going to follow it. So, yep, that's what's going to happen. I think we see a ton going to Paradise right now. And we see a few going to Boot Camp. No one's going left except for Team 22 and Team 13. Literally 2 teams have gone left of the plane. That's nuts. That is nuts. Yeah, Boot Camp. This is definitely the hot drop. And we're going to start here first. As everything loads in. It looks like one team has gone to the ground, and this one as well. So he just wants to loot up as well. I wish the loading period would come in a little faster. That's what I would like. So here we go. Team 21, a little bit separated, but they're still all good. You have Team ATTP here inside the main building, and they're looting up this area as much as possible. Then you have Team 3, who's on the edge here. This is vital. They are taking the side, so they all landed here, and they're trying to find loot in order to combat. Because when you land here, you're landing here to get kills. You're not landing here to play it safe. Everyone knows that. Let's see Amir here as he's trying to pick up his friend Thanatos. It looks like he will be able to. Ooh, that's a weird face. Anyway, Team 18 just on the roof. Looks like they're being very confident. They do get a knock on Fade Rain, and they get another knock on LG. Okay, yeah, I got you. Thank you. I see what I did there. Appreciate it. 1 second. Got it. Got it. Yep. That's why I love having teammates to help me out, because I don't always make the right choices. ATTP. There you go. Getting Lethal Gamers here with Thanatos. Got knocked again. That was his second knock. And it looks like he was shooting downward, but I don't see anybody down there. Oh, there's Team 14 there. SOA taking the warehouse. So this is a packed house here. And as they're just on the other side, is he going to go in? He's shooting around across. He's gone inside. Might be a push here. That's a bit of a lag. Nicely done getting the knock in the thirst. So there you go. There you have it. Let me just tell Guy I got it changed. Hey, got it changed. Thanks. That's why having friends is very important. Or else I would have gone throughout the whole match, just not going. And I actually have done that before. But I try not to. Appreciate it if I don't, right? Here you go, ATTP. Doing work on Lethal Gamers, and it looks like VF got some hits there. But that might change the direction where 18 was looking, actually, because 18 is now going to take a look at the warehouse. We're not going to stay here too long. We do want to change focuses if we can. And Pan 9, I can't say words. Painan, that's how you say it, there you go. There's two teams here, Savage Hearts and FBI. Now it looks like one player from Savage Hearts has been taken out, and the rest are kind of playing safe here. FBI coming down, or are they going away? It looks like they're going away, actually. So maybe that's not the thing to spectate at the moment. We're back here. I don't know if I want to be back here, though. Actually, they took some shots here, but VF is by himself in this particular spot. Team 3 is in the other warehouse right after it. So I don't think he realizes that there's another team right there. He's being very careful. Let's take a step back here. He's trying to get out now. He does get out. And he falls in line with the third party. Now ATTP realized that there's another team here. That is Vital. So while ATTP did all that work getting the 3 of them, they could not get the last one, and that goes to Vital. So it looks like Unami. Ooh, what is this going on here? Nice shooting. Jumping and shooting. Looks like he'll get Chronic on the end there. And that will do it for Team 3. So great work. They did a squad wipe earlier, and they get another one right there against Vital and Lethal Gamers. Now, SOA spread out as much as you possibly can in this place. And they probably heard all of that. They might be going to make a push here. Again, I don't want to stay here and miss other things that are going on, though. Okay, so FBI looks like came back, actually. And it's not looking good for Wild Horses. 2 of them knocked, 1 of them's up, or 3 of them knocked. Now we'll finish them off there instead. So Savage Hearts continues to plow through these teams. They might actually get the #1 spot altogether. They continue to do work like that, they will. So we're going to make our way up here. No, that's not getting up there. Spectate that. Oh no, we missed it. I was trying to get up there to Team 4. They just finished off the squad here. Ruthless Killers just did that. Great work. Wish I saw it. We're going to move on because it's over. Team 16. They're making their way to the next circle as that blue zone is coming in. Looks like he's got the van. He's going to turn around to get to his teammates and pick them up. G4 has 0 kills. Looks like they engaged with no other team yet. And hopefully they have all the loot they need at this point. I don't know why it's not going. Hitting one. Oh, because every time I change, kills and deaths already occur. So that was SOA. SOA took over the team that knocked 3 or 2. Jeez, can't talk. But SOA takes boot camp, and that's all that matters. So nice job from Team 14. Team 20 taking a car in. This is a hodgepodge of teams here. Lethal Gamers, though, sure shot the leader. And they're crossing the bridge. I think they'll be free to go. I don't think anyone's in their way. It doesn't seem to be. They have a teammate on the left, and they may go for the pickup. And that's about it. We don't want to stay for too long. Did they already loot this? Yes, it's a flare. And it looks like he's going to get it all, I'm guessing. And it's floating for some strange and odd reason. Why is everyone floating? Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I like to see. So Team 22. Just down there. And I wonder if they noticed each other. Fappy, Team Rebel. So the reason why I know is because I know Fappy and I know he's Team Rebel. And their logo, their tag, doesn't say anything Rebel. So they do get hits there. on what I think is Savior. Who is he shooting at? He's shooting at his own teammate? Oh, there we go. So someone was... What? What? Why? What? I don't know what just happened. I'm trying to get back to it. That was very odd. So Fat Beast still shooting against Bolt Action Warriors. Very odd. I don't know how that changed. So let's take a look. So you have two here. One's getting picked up and just got picked up. So Beta is good to go now. Yeah, Bolt Action Warrior nonsense. Or no sense. He's hanging in here. Does get hit. Beta is down and out. Looks like you have one coming in here. They're shooting against each other. They just freaking run at each other. Shooting, guns a-blazing. And look at his health. Jay White just wins that coin flip. And they will continue on. Because that was an instant kill right there. So here you go. Bolt Action Warriors needs to heal up because that blue zone's going to be hurting just a little bit. Just a little bit. And Bojack is trying to get himself back up. At least a somewhat nice level health here. Looks like they obviously heard all the gunshots and they're going to be very careful of Team 22. And Team 22 is going to also move in from the blue zone. This could be interesting. You have two teams here, one on the bridge and then one outside of it. Team Naked on the opposite end. And it looks like they're behind. Crates here. Very close quarter combat. I like it. We're looking at it from Top Gun's perspective. 2 knocked on Top Guns. 3 knocked, never mind. Big Weenie's the one left. He's the one that survived last time as well. As the last member. Ooh, look at the health. This blue zone's going to hurt a lot. He's going to need to heal up. If he doesn't heal up from the blue zone, at least, that team's not going to survive. He knows he doesn't really have much of a chance here, and that's it. I don't even know if he died from gunfire, or rather just died from that blue zone hitting. But Naked will win and take this battle to the next level, as long as the blue zone doesn't take them out as well. Team 20 next to another team here. Sure Shot gets knocked and thirsted from the grenade. And you have Ruthless Killers coming in, and they've just finished. I apologize, Lady Ruthless Killers. Every time I go to you guys already completely kill somebody. So you gotta slow it down. You gotta slow down your kills, or else I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Team 12, FBI, looking down at Team 9. They're right there. They just trade knocks there, and a thirst immediately. So Hype is down as well. Lit and Legend on FMJ are still alive, but FBI still has 3 members up. So let's see. Obviously, FBI has the advantage. Looks like Pro Junior trying to get a roundabout way to get the Hype. He's not sure if someone else is behind there. Lit is also making a move over to pick him up, but he wasn't able to finish him off because Legend had the other angle. So now it has evened up, and I think it's even on the advantage to FMJ because they're about to pick up 2 of their players in this moment. So FMJ has now turned the tables. Turned the tables. Although they're still getting shot downward, which is helping out FBI. Hazard's down as well. The only one left is God Psycho on the left. Now God Psycho, what is your move here? Are you gonna go heal Pro Junior in the middle here? He's going to take some shots. Does get 1 downed. Lit and I think that is not Legend? Yeah, Legend is still up. They're going to go for the heal. He has no smokes, I'm guessing, because he's not using them. Hopefully this heal is just enough to get Pro Junior up. But look at Psycho's health. I mean, he's just as bad. It looks like they're bolting. They are bolting out of here. I'm assuming they have no health. They're just trying to get out and save themselves for future battle. But Bro Jr. and Psycho are down, not able to run away in time. So that's a squad wipe, and FMJ will take the win there. We have a few teams in the blue zone. But we're not going to focus on the blue zone. We're going to focus on Team 4 here. This is Ruthless Killers back with them, and I thought they were getting a little bit closer to another team farther to the south. And they aren't. Let's see. Let's focus in on this circle so we get a better view. Team 23 right in the middle. Looks like a drop's going to be closing in on them anytime soon. We're going to see Team 15 here, because Team 15 is actually running toward Team 1. Looks like they're throwing something, so they have an idea. And Naked has one knocked as well. Trying to get that grenade to make purchase, but it doesn't. They're throwing a smoke here. Looks like they're going to help revive one, and Char is down and out. War just jumps in right in the middle, and Shane could not get the revival quick enough. And that's it for Naked. Team 15 down, and War. Come on, War. I mean, I wanted you to, get some kills, but I didn't want you to do that. It's just uncalled for. You guys are both supposed to be winning this match, and my projection said War and Naked will win this, or War or Naked. Fine, I'll take one. So there you go. War takes the win there. Fatby here. He's the only one left. He's the team leader. Let's see what he can do. You have FMJ lit. You might get an eye on him. He does get one hit. Ooh, any more and that would have done real damage. Because in that car, only your face is really showing yourself, and you can get some nice headshots. Oh, nice job turning around. Ooh, rough. Trying to get that knock and just missed out. That's really going to make him in a bad position, actually. I'm not going to lie. Because now they know where he is at one point. And his health is going down pretty quickly. That was pretty good moves. And you saw he went back and forth, not just with his feet, but with his lean. So that was quite interesting to see. I'm always interested to seeing good gameplay, and I think Fappy is trying to do that. Unfortunately, the odds are really against him in this situation, being a 1v4 situation, as Team 9 can easily just surround him. He's getting shot as well. He's really trying to avoid any hits. It's just not working out. There is one behind him, actually. That's an interesting... Bojack might be able to help out. It looks like he's looking over there because he heard the gunshots. He really should focus on the other team. He needs to be 100% on one side, and that's it. So Lit takes him out. And it was bound to happen, but good gameplay from Fappy to survive that long. Here we go. Larbear is with his team, or her team. And they are just trying to get in. They are in the zone, actually, and literally no one else is around them. 13 is kind of the closest one, but that's about it. Let's see what Team 16 does. Alright, so they see him. So I was going to say, 16 might make a break for the houses that Team 15 is at. And already they are engaging. So here you go, Spray and Rush, trying to get War and hit him a few times. They might try to make a roundabout move. Rush gets knocked from Zero, who's just peeking out that window the entire time. Now Spray is the only one left on the team. Not looking good. As he makes his way up the hill. Still in the circle, so it's not too shabby. Got to get that height advantage too. And War is still in the zone, so that's working out for them as well. One team is north, all the rest are south, and there's 6 teams total. Using that Car 98, Bojack is the only one left, trying to do some work here, solo style. And does see Larbear in the distance get a headshot? I think so, but 2 hits, not enough. I don't understand why 2 hits with the Car 98 is not a knock. I don't care where you hit them. Maybe if you hit them in the foot, I understand. But Car 98 should be powerful. That's the reason of the bolt action, is that it should be the most powerful weapon, because you can only shoot once every blue moon. Ooh. Does get a hit, and again, a little bit more than half damage there, so that's nice. He's just getting some nice hits on them and doing... Oh, that rock preventing him from getting a hit there. He should have got it. It looked like his crosshairs were on it. Ooh, he's getting third-party help. He might try to steal some kills there. Does get one hit, gets two. Nice, gets a R98 kill. So third party's nice. So there's another team there he has to pay attention and be careful for. So Bojack doing a good amount of work, and so goes Suspect is down. He's trying to finish him off. So he's just letting them knock each other out, and then he's going to swoop in and get some kills here. I mean, being by yourself, that's the play. That is the play. He's making a lot of noise though with that Car 98, so I wouldn't be surprised if teams start turning on him. And it looks like Larbear is trying to get in the zone. The zone's going too fast. He's got to need the... Ooh, he's actually in. She's in. So the zone was actually not faster than the foot. And so he's trying to make it, but they're going to go right to Team 9. Team 9 has the edge of the circle. This isn't looking good. You're going to have to heal maybe before you get in there, or go around 9, because you're definitely not going to do well against 3v1 situation. I don't care who you are. Oh, they're right there. And they definitely hear the footsteps, so they know Larbear is there as well. They do get a knock. Nice job. Staying at the edge of the zone. So a grenade right in there would be phenomenal. That would just be great. But it looks like they're reviving. FMJ is reviving, has to revive 2 players. And Lit doesn't survive the thirst. Yeah, they both see each other peeking over. Another peek hit. Nicely done from Hype. Larbear has a little bit less than half health. And third party's going to help out a lot, but actually hurt as well, as one comes right from behind, and that is War. Can War turn this around for themselves and get a #1 spot? I hope so now that Naked's out because of them. I'm not triggered by that at all. Here we go, FMJ. They've been healing each other this entire time behind this particular rock. It looks like they're going to do the same thing here, possibly. There you go. Zebra, Legend, and Hype all here. The lucky part is they have the circle on that side. Oh, you have Savage Heart still alive. They're really making a case for #1 here. So I would say Savage Hearts has the worst spot, actually, because all these teams can look down on them. At the same time, it's actually working out because they got the smokes, they got some big rocks, so it's actually not too shabby. Oh, never mind. They are in the best spot ever now because they have the next circle, and it's going to work out very well. So FMJ is the one that's in trouble. They've been behind that rock, and they need to get out of there now. War needs to get into the next circle somehow, and there's so much open space afterwards. Now Poison's trying to... Let's see what Poison's looking at. Poison sees him on the right, possibly. Wait, don't you see... Wait, isn't he like in view? I'm confused. Yeah. Why weren't you shooting? That was an easy kill right there to take. I thought they were visual, but Poison wasn't shooting. I don't know. You know what? Maybe he didn't see him. I have no idea. Here you go. War now, 2 members here. One got picked up. Savage is looking great. Now it looks like they're going to try to use this smoke as a run into the next circle. They're going to need to do that. But Bravo is knocked, so Lick Mung is the only one left on his team, and there's only 1 more, and that's it. So Savage Hearts takes another win, and I believe that will do it. They also have 17 kills. Tech with 7, and Blue Ice again coming up with a high kill count with 6. Fishy also with 3, as well as I said, they have 17 kills. I think it's only now a race for second place because Savage Hearts, I believe, will win it all. They won the first match. They had the most kills there, and they have but I believe will be the most kills here as well. Actually, just look at the next team. So War coming up with 16 kills as well. So that's pretty impressive. You have Zero and Bravo with 6 apiece, and Lick Mung with 4. FMJ, nice job, Legend with 5. Lit with 3, and Zebra's 3 as well. They take a total of 12. Larbar and the rest of the team coming in with 0. Bolt Action Warriors with 4. G4 with 0. Ruthless Killers. Wow, nice job, Diosa and Tensi as well. 5 and 3 apiece, giving their total 10. Coming in 7th place, that isn't easy to do. You have Fappy and his team with Rebels with 3. Naked coming in with 4 kills, 1 apiece. FBI with 0. Lethal Gamers with 0. TG with 0. Sons of Anarchy with 4. ATTP, nice job, Rooster, with 4, and giving your total 4, 5, 6, 7. Unknown Soldier with 0. Wild Horses coming in with 7 kills, coming in 16th place. Is that even possible? Great job getting the kills. Unfortunately, couldn't get farther. Vital with 1. FX with 2. XD Extreme Duty with 0. Merciless with 0. Lethal Gamers with 0. Treyway, Space, Bruh, and Unplug with 0. And Vital coming in with 0. So that is it, guys. That is it for the Naked Pro Scrims. We'll be having them again on Mondays, always at 8 p.m. So registration is going to be opening right when I sign off here, and we'll reopen it and send a notification to everybody. It is 10:06, so that's perfect. If you guys want to continue playing scrimmages tonight, Silent Mercenaries is holding one at 10:30. So I suggest you guys head over there as well. But before you do, I just want to thank everybody for participating, for watching, for just supporting Naked in general. Really appreciate it. Everyone at Naked obviously appreciates it, and we hope to answer everyone's questions whenever possible, whether it's about esports, whether it's about Naked in general, PUBG Mobile. Here to help and to make it a great place for the community. Again, we're gonna have scrimmages soon. I'm gonna post more about it. I do want to talk about it just for a second. We're gonna have Thursday duo scrimmages. They're gonna be sponsored by Omelette. They're not gonna be on Monday. That's gonna be a whole separate thing. So we're gonna have the Monday squad 8 p.m. scrimmages like we had right now. We're also gonna have an Omelette sponsored duo scrimmage, and that's gonna be on Thursdays at 10:30. Again, I'll mention this all in Discord, so it's all written down, easy to read. But I just want to mention it here because why not? Calculations for who won and who didn't will be posted soon. We have Naked Shake working on that, so thank him whenever he posts it. I believe Savage Hearts is going to win it, unless I missed something. I believe they have it in the bag. But that being said, who comes in second place? That's a question mark for me, at least. What else I want to say? Make sure to thank Guy and the rest of Naked for helping everyone in the back end, and appreciate it. Anything else I'm missing? I'm just going to look at the chat. Yes, I really appreciate everyone. You guys are very supportive, and I love it. The best way to help each other is to follow each other. I suggest you guys all follow each other in the chat. Obviously, if you're chatting it up, I would suggest you want to follow that person because they're ones that are active, and you want to be the ones, you want to be around people who are active, right? If you're streaming, yeah. So follow people who are active, who are chatting, and I think that's great. Follow people who aren't chatting too, but I'm just saying, there's no reason not to. Thank you, Hollywood. Appreciate the help. And I think that's it. Followers, H1TM Syndergaard, thank you for following. XIV111, thank you. And Sorta Hype, thank you for following as well. and I will call it a night. Make sure if you guys want to continue this going to play, go to SM Scrims. They might have open spots. I'm not sure, but they may. Thanks again, and have a great night. I'm Naked H Crusader. See you next week.